This is the Pyramid of Hate. Today we will be focusing on acts of prejudice and prejudice attitudes. Here are some interviews with some of the students at ASA. Alright, so what do you think about prejudice attitudes?
What does it mean again?
It means kind of like racial slurs, making jokes about people of another race, excluding them in certain activities. What's your personal opinion?
My personal opinion is racial slurs are pretty bad, and I think that excluding people just for their color is worse.
So I have Joshua Martinez here, and I'm going to ask you a question. What do you feel about, or how do you feel about prejudice attitudes? So, like, people making racial slurs towards another person. And have you ever had this happen to you? Have you ever had a person make a racial slur to you? Do you feel offended by it?
Well, sometimes. I mean, like, most of the time, like, I don't know. It's not, like, on specific dates, but most people, like, people that are not my race usually make comments like that, and then, you know, like, on the outside, I make it show like I don't even care, but on the inside, it actually kind of hurts a little bit.
It hurts a little bit, yeah. Do you think it's, like, wrong that people do this, like, just to people that they don't know, too?
Well, if it's to people to, like, they don't know, then, like, yeah, it's, like, really wrong.
But if it's to people that they do know, that you think it's
well,
right?
If they're, like, your best friend, and, like, it'll be fine because you already know them, and you know that they don't mean it.
Yeah. Alright, thank you.
Thank you.
Alright, so, Max, how do you feel about prejudice attitudes? Do you think they're wrong?
I feel like prejudice attitudes are very wrong because, I mean, we're all people, you know? And, like, why does anyone else deserve different treatment from anyone else just because of the way that they you know? It seems crazy to me that someone gets judged by their race or, like, their religion.
What do you personally think on a local level you could do to try to reduce this in, like, schools and, like, around town?
Just by not doing it and making it uncool to do it. Because a lot of people are racist, or they, like, make fun of people of a certain religion because everyone else does it.
Yeah,
because they think
try to make
cool.
it uncool.
Yeah.
Alright. And do you think it's also wrong to make, like, a racial joke about somebody if you don't know them at all? Like,
yeah.
You think that's wrong? What if they were, like, your really close friend?
I mean, depending on if they get offended or not. I mean, if you're... No, I don't think it's okay to make jokes like that.
Yeah. Alright, good. Okay, hello. I'm going to ask you a few questions. The first one is, have you ever first off, I'm going to ask you, do you think being like, prejudiced towards somebody is wrong? Like, making a racial joke?
Yeah, it's definitely wrong.
Have you ever, be honest, have you ever been prejudiced or, like, making a racial joke towards somebody?
Well, yeah, I think everybody has, like, yes.
Alright. And has anybody made a racial joke towards you or a religious joke?
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright, thank you. So, I'm going to ask you a few questions. The first one is, what do you think you can do on a local level to reduce prejudice attitudes?
I think, like, if you see someone being judgmental against another person, you can go up to them and tell them to stop it.
Do you think that making a video like this is a good idea to try to, like, stop being prejudiced in, like, schools?
Yeah, I guess, because it can show people not to do that.
Yeah. Have you ever made a racial slur or something like that towards another person?
Not that I can remember it, but I think, like, everyone has once or twice just as a joke, but not really meaning it.
Have you ever had a racial joke been told that was towards you or meant for you? Like,
No.
against you? Alright, thank you. Throughout these interviews, there's a common trend of people saying that everybody's doing it, or that everybody's done it before. Even though everybody's done it before, that doesn't make it right, and this is a form of mob mentality. And we also see mob mentality in the Nazis and the Holocaust. This mob mentality is making it seem like it's okay for people to be prejudiced or make racial jokes or slurs, when really, it is not. There needs to be a new path people can take, where there's no prejudiced jokes or racial slurs. And that was the purpose of this video.